welcome to tonight's top story, though calling it top might be a bit generous. We have breaking news from Clowning Street, where Prime Minister Farmer Harmer is set to address the nation. Live at Clowning Street is Wendy Waffle. Over to you, Wendy.
Good evening and welcome to this breaking news update. We have just received confirmation from Clowning Street that Prime Minister Keir Starmer will be making a major announcement shortly. Details remain scarce at this time, but sources suggest the Prime Minister's speech comes amid growing controversy over recent leaked footage and increasing public backlash over his government's handling of the cost of living crisis. Speculation is mounting that two-tier Keir may attempt to distance himself from the scandal, with some insiders suggesting he will launch a crackdown on so-called music gangs and introduce new social media taxes in response to online criticism.
Look, let me be clear. I've always said that integrity, accountability, and hard work are fundamental to everything we do. And you know, that's why this is so important. Because what we're seeing now, quite frankly, is completely unacceptable. Now, I am aware, because, I listen, that there are videos circulating online of individuals apparently resembling myself and members of my party engaging in what can only be described as deeply inappropriate singing. And let me be absolutely clear, this is categorically not me. I've always said that my leadership is about delivering for working people, not engaging in cheap gimmicks. And look, I make no apologies for holding people to the highest standards. So let me be absolutely clear. We will find those responsible. Because, the fact is, under 14 years of Tory rule, the country has become a lawless place where so-called music gangs, yes, I'm calling them that, are running riot. These individuals, these agitators, are spreading misinformation, creating chaos, and frankly, undermining the fundamental fabric of our democracy. And now, these so-called music gangs are trying to take me and my party as verbal sausages, hostages, and I won't stand for it. This kind of reckless, dangerous behavior must be stopped, and we will not allow these groups to derail our mission. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to smash the music gangs. We will launch a full investigation into how this reckless and frankly dangerous content has been allowed to spread. And that is why, under a Labour government, we will introduce a new tax on social media platforms that allow this kind of misinformation to flourish. Because look, I will not stand by while bad actors attempt to disrupt our progress. My mission is clear: to bring stability, to bring fairness, and crucially, to bring change. So, let me just say this: we will not be distracted. We have a plan, and we are getting on with the job. I won't be answering any more questions on this, because frankly, we've got bigger things to focus on, like trashing the economy, making working people feel alienated, and ensuring that Britain crumbles and dies under my leadership. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have serious work to do. And just to be absolutely clear, I do not sing.
Well, there you have it. Prime Minister Keir has just wrapped up his much-hyped speech, and, well, what an absolute train wreck that was. In a rambling, confused and at times downright bizarre address, the PM blamed so-called music gangs for recent controversies and, perhaps the biggest takeaway, accidentally declared that he and his party had been taken as verbal sausages, hostages. You really can't make this shit up. Starmer also vowed to smash the music gangs, because clearly that's the real issue facing the nation, and announced his brilliant new plan to impose a tax on social media, because when people criticise him online, naturally the solution is to make them pay for it. And if that wasn't enough, word on the street is that another Starmer song is set to drop later today, because apparently one anthem wasn't enough to fully capture the absolute disaster unfolding before our eyes. Stay tuned, because if today's events are anything to go by, things are only going to get more ridiculous from here. Back to the studio, if anyone there can say verbal sausages with a straight face.
Well, folks, What a bizarre day it has been. We started with the Prime Minister declaring war on music gangs, then somehow ended up discussing verbal sausages. And well, now it seems I've been caught on camera eating the very sausages in question. That's all from us tonight. If you enjoyed this completely fake news broadcast, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because let's be honest, at this point, we're more believable than the actual news. Good night.